Here we have the new 2021 Nissan Versa SR. And this one comes in electric blue metallic on black and orange sport cloth interior. Powertrain is going to consist of a 1.6 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, mated to a CVT. So as we get to the front end, we have LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights, and then halogen fog lights. And then down here, we have 17-inch aluminum wheels. You get passive keyless entry on the front two doors. And there are the controls for your power door locks, windows, and mirrors. And there's your driver's seat there. And now let's check out the rear seat room. So I have the seat leaned back quite a bit. So I'll check out the other side. And there's your trunk space there, pretty good size. There's a look at the back end. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoot in here to kind of show you just your standard leg room. So I'm 6'3", and I could sit in that seat in front of me, but just notice the difference between your leg room when the seat back is laying and then when it's just straight up. So it actually makes a difference in whether you can fit full-size adults back here or not. And I don't have much space in the ceiling, but I can fit back here. And like I said, I'm 6'3", so that's pretty good for such a small car. And then if you want to fold the seat flat, you just pull up here. Do that for either side. And then you can just pull it back up to lock it back into place. And then you have your passenger seat there. Now we're just gonna take a quick look at the engine bay. And there's that 1.6 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. And now we're gonna go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So a really nice wrap steering wheel here. Feels really good and really good grip on it. Over here to the radio. This is gonna be your home screen. And then you have AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. And then you also have an aux input along with your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. And there's your backup camera. And then down here you have your AC controls. And that's where your aux input and USB input is, along with your 12 volt. Now for the shifter, you just hit the button behind the shifter, reverse, neutral, drive, and then your low mode. And here you have your parking brake, cup holders, and then you also have your center console cubby here. And I like how they made it nice and compact to be out of the way. Still a good size space, and then you can put quarters here if you ever need those. And there's a view of the back seat. And over here, you have your glove compartment with your owner's manuals. So pretty good size there. And then you have your volume controls, trackless or preset controls, and then you can go through your gauge cluster on the left side here and go through all those settings. And then you have different views too. And then over on the right side of the steering wheel, you just have your standard cruise controls, and then your Bluetooth controls here. You have your push button start there. And then these mirrors have blind spot monitors in them. And finally, here's your key fob with remote start. So next we're gonna go ahead and take this 21 Versa SR out on the road for a quick test drive. So overall, really nice drivability. When you need to give it throttle, it kind of knows how to accelerate without revving really high. And when you just need adequate power or light power, it does a really good job, the CVT does it, keeping the engine revs low so you're still getting good fuel economy. And that's one thing I like about Nissan CVTs. There's really no sweet spot you have to hit with the throttle to get where you need to be. Pretty much everywhere on the spectrum for the gas pedal, you have that spot that is always doing the same thing, if that makes sense. So if I put it 3/4 of the way down, it's gonna accelerate every time because the CVT just finds that spot because it doesn't have to find a gear necessarily. And it really makes these Nissans feel a lot faster because there are no shift points. And on these bigger 17-inch wheels, there's just a itty bitty bit of road noise, but I can deal with that. I'd rather have the nicer looking wheels as opposed to the 16-inch wheels you can get on the Versa. But still pretty similar ride to the smaller wheel. And I like how they all pretty much drive the same. There's no big difference. So with your Versa, really, you're paying extra in an SR or an SV as opposed to an S for amenities. All of them are going to drive the same and pretty much the same feel throughout the car. And as you could probably tell, without having to put your foot down, these are really quick off the line because they don't shift. So you put your foot halfway down and you're pretty much off to the races. And it's nice that you're still able to have that kind of acceleration when you need it, and then be able to get close to 40 miles to the gallon on the highway. But this is going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2021 Nissan Versa SR.